able to show everybody?
Yes, we can put, if everyone's got their camera on, we'll set it everybody on, yes.
Okay. Because that's what we'll need to do
Doesn't know how to behave.
For that portion.
Able
to show everybody?
Yes, we can put, if everyone's got their camera on, we'll set everybody on, yes.
Anyway. Don't want to say
We'll need to do.
It just goes to a YouTube page.
Lost his front tire. Axle came off like that. Oh, and my wheel bearing must be or something. Oh, yeah. Front right. There's no rotors. There's no.
Okay, the broadcast looks like it's working fine.
Right out. Yeah. Well, no, it's a good truck.
Yeah, I just had the
Hello?
vice principal.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Around here or what?
Have you got a microphone now?
Can you guys hear me?
See what happens when you touch the sauce?
We can hear you.
Ashley, don't feel like your brother.
Who's got their who's got the, yeah, you can, those guys. Don't say too much in the background there.
Oh,
Alice, we can hear you.
Okay, so I've just muted the Black River feed.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one that was giving feedback with the whatever we're doing with the microphone there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I just had the vice principal come in and ask. They said, "Oh, they're just going to a YouTube link," and I said, "Don't worry, it's just not there yet." So
they should be able to click on the live feed there now and see.
Okay.
And see the video.
Perfect.
So they've got a slight delay. It's about a 5-second delay, I think, but it's all good.
Okay, so we're still waiting for.
yeah, you might have to go over there.
Who are we waiting for?
Check.
Kate.
Yeah, that Black River microphone's giving us a little bit of feedback here just before start time. So if we could,
You want to test there with the mic?
yeah, we got a second to do that. If you want to go ahead. Could we have all the people in the call have their cameras turned on? And we're just about to start. We'll have all the cameras on to start, and then people will turn their cameras off as needed, and we'll highlight the parts that we're going to highlight. One quick last sound check from Black River. And we need to unmute that sound channel, whichever sound you're using.
Nolan, you're going to have to unmute your microphone and give us a quick little sound check.
Nim, am I unmuting my microphone when I'm doing my exhibition?
No.
Okay.
Nobody is because you won't be able to hear.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to stop share. We'll see if we get the cameras on people. We're good to go. So are we going to give this a go, Meeg? What's the word?
We just want to know, and we need to check you guys again.
Sound check.
Turn
Click.
on that mic on your phone.
So turn it off on the phone, but just run it on the mic, right?
Just run it off the.
The mic.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Still not working. So it's still not working. Rod, what would you recommend?
I think we're starting to get it more consistent. It's just coming. It was just coming in and out. That's unfortunate.
Hey Node, what kind of mic do you guys have? Can you show?
And we're gonna try to use my laptop real quick, see if that's better.
Okay.
While they're setting that up, is there someone who wants to do a quick little intro for the audience out there? What they're going to see? What's going on?
Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And I'd like to welcome you here. At this time, we're just kind of ironing out our kinks that we're running into a little bit of issues with. This whole virtual gathering, virtual powwow thing, it's fairly new. As innovative as Indian people are, First Nations people, we've been utilizing the technology that we have in this day and age and been able to gather virtually like this. Not all of us have all the best high quality equipment that money can buy out there. So we're just working with what we have. But today, I'd like to commend my brother Animkeen's Plain for putting this all together. Usually this time of year, different high schools and colleges, they'd be putting on their annual powwows. Our powwows are celebrations of life where Indigenous people can get together, visit, celebrate, and pray through song and dance.
You're gonna have to
and honor our ancestors that have been able to keep these dances and these songs available and ready for us to still be able to practice this day and age. So we're going to be doing that on a bit of a smaller scale here this year. We do have some of the finest dancers in the area showcasing their styles. We got a couple awesome singing groups with us here. Old Style. Right now they're based out of the Six Nations Indian Reserve, and a lot of good singers sitting around that drum. I'm looking at them right now. And we also have some alumni of WDSS, the Shipman Bros, along with Node and Cottrell, and they're based right around the Amjadang and Walpole Island area. They are Potawatomi Ojibways, so we're really blessed and happy that these fine singing groups can be with us today. We can't gather in this way without these drums, bringing these songs, these appropriate songs, where dancers have nothing to dance to. So through these drums and providing that heartbeat of Mother Earth, but not only heartbeat of Mother Earth, but the heartbeat of Mother Earth's children, which is all of us, we're able to celebrate our ways of life. So I'm just very, very happy to be here. My name is Miigwech Snake. Well, I should do things properly. Ani Bojo, Miigwech Snake, Indigenous, Zika Dodem, Amjanang Donjaba, Ojibwe Potawatomi Ndao. Again, my name is Miigwech Snake to the CRA and the bank. My name is John Snake, but not too many people know me by my English name. I'm from Amjanang First Nation, which is right there in the heart of Chemical Valley. I'm of the Turtle Clan, and I'm Ojibwe Potawatomi. I'm fairly new to doing these duties of announcing our gatherings, such as powwow. So bear with me as I work through this, as I'm still learning. I've been a singer for majority of my life, for the better half. I mean, not better half, for the better part of 30 plus years, and something I hold very near and dear to my heart. So it's a bit of a change for me, being on this side of the powwow, kind of announcing what's going to be going on. I'm going to do my best to keep you in a loop as to what's going on, give you a brief understanding of each dance style that you'll be seeing here today, as well as the songs. So yeah, once again, I'd just like to welcome you all. This is being put on by WDSS, also sponsored by the Lambton Kent District School Board. So we're going to get things underway here very shortly. The way we're going to start things off is how you'd normally see if you would be visiting one of our larger powwows. We're going to start things off with a grand entry. That's a chance for our dancers to come dancing in all together, all at once, almost like a parade. So that's kind of how things started off. It's not something we always did. It's something we kind of picked up along the ways. We used to get showcased in a lot of rodeo shows, and at the beginning of those rodeo shows, they parade in the Indians dance in their dance clothes, their rigs, regalia, outfits. We never call them costumes, but so they'd be dressed in their finest dance clothes, and they come parading in at the beginning of these rodeos, and you know, we thought that was pretty cool as Indian people. We kind of liked that. We liked how we get paraded in, and people would clap and cheer for us. So we kind of adopted that, and we made it part of our every weekend gatherings. So that's what we're going to do here, get started off, and we're going to go over to the Black River Singers to go and give us that grand entry song whenever they are ready. So Rod, if you can focus our attention over to the Black River Singers, all you dancers out there, make sure your cameras are on. We want to give everyone a chance to take a look at each and every one of you as you come in dancing your style to share with us today. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Black River Singers, our grand entry for this year's WDSS Powwow, sponsored by Lambton Kent District School Board. Okay, noted, and Shipman boys, whenever you're ready, take it away. Oh, they got someone helping them out right now. So we'll get underway any moment here. Give your drum a hit, boys. Let's see if we can hear you. Oh, we still ain't got them yet. So a little bit more about these singers while we're getting ready here. Again, I did mention that they're all alumni of WDSS, and they also go by the name once in a while, the Shipman boys, by the name of Sny Creek, and they're always, whenever called upon there, to help out their school when they're still students over at the high school there, to take care of any time they needed a drum. And it's also the job of us singers. It's a lot of fun to be a singer, but there's also a lot of responsibility that comes with that. So it's not only powwow time when we gather around that drum to sing whenever the community's in need. It could be times of mourning or times of other celebrations such as weddings and graduations. It's a job of the singers to be able to go and take care of those responsibilities, as well as know all the appropriate songs too that go with each part of the celebration. We have songs for our flags, our own national anthems. Each one of these dance categories that you see here today, they have specific songs that they dance to. These singers have to know that if they're singing for women, they're not to go and sing a song that was composed for men. So they need to be able to tell that difference. when there's times of mourning and sadness, there's those songs, memorial songs and whatnot, that us as singers, we have that responsibility to make sure we learn, and not only learn them and keep them for ourselves, but also to pass them down to the generations following up behind us, for us to be able to keep our traditions and these sacred songs and dances, to keep them going throughout the years forever. That's our job. We can't be stingy when it comes to our traditions. So how we doing over there, Hunter? You want to give your drum a hit and see if we're going to hear anything yet? Yeah, we ain't got going on. Ain't got no sound coming from you guys yet. And then maybe you want to let me know, should we get things started? And maybe Old Style can help us out while these guys get their kinks ironed out.
Are we still muted?
You're unmuted now, but we're not hearing the drum.
We'll try it with the phone again.
Okay, we can hear you now. There we go. Okay, dancers, singers, sing it loud and sing it proud. Dancers, dance your style. I know it's been a while. Do your best. You all look beautiful here today. Black River Grand Entry Song. Ladies and gentlemen, normally what you'd be seeing at this time would be our veterans carrying in our eagle staffs and a color party following behind. Leading off our grand entry, we'd always have our community eagle staff, which is a flag of the host community. They lead in all of our dancers, and this tradition having a very high military overtone. All of our dancers are always brought in by our veterans first. So that's normally what you'd be seeing at this time. All right. Thank you, Black River, for that good grand entry song. So as I was explaining there, people for just joining us and might not have had the privilege of going to witness a powwow before. Normally, this tradition has a very high military overtone. It's derived from our old war dance societies, where our warriors they would depict their recent battles through dance and through song. And so that's why we always have our veterans carrying in our eagle staffs and our flags. They lead in all of our dancers, and all of our dancers, they come following in behind there. Normally we'd have our royalty following in behind of our our veterans. That would be our princesses and our braves. Following in behind that, different gatherings, we always have our head dancers. That's a way to honor dancers that that have been around for a while, that know each and every one of all these dances, these social dances that we do. And it would be their job to go out there and lead by example, to be role models for those younger dancers, and to lead off all of our dancing. So that's normally what you would see. And following in behind that, we would have our men's traditional dancers, and then our men's grass dancers, our men's fancy dancers, and then our women dancers would come in, our women's traditional, our women's jingle, and our women's fancy, and so on. And we'd start off from our oldest all the way down to our youngest. So our golden age dancers, our seniors, would come in first, and then our adult dancers, and then our teens, and then all of our young ones, all of our future would fall in last there. So without further ado, we're going to move things along here, and we're going to move on over to old style. Old style singers. They're originally from originally set up not too long ago. They were formed back in 2012 by Everett Chase and Kelsey Standing Rock, Latch Begay, and you can see there front and center Sheldon Primo. They traveled all over the Four Corners area. If you're not familiar, the Four Corners, it's the area New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. And last time that original drum old style sang together was way back in 2015, and in 2019 at Ramapower. I was lucky enough to be present that weekend when Sheldon brought that drum back out, and they really rocked the house that weekend. So I'm really glad to be able that they're here to join us today. So they're going to give us a flag song, our flag songs. That's our rendition of our national anthem. Even though here in North America we have the Mexican and Canadian and United States national anthem, there's still many couple hundred other national anthems we have across Indian country here. So we're going to go over to old style to give us that flag song as we remember our veterans that have laid their lives on the line throughout history. So we can do what we're doing here today. Take it away, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask at this time if you'd please rise, honor one of our national anthems. Aho Miigwech Old Style for that beautiful, beautiful flag song. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you again for rising out of respect for one of our many national anthems. At this time, what you normally see during our celebrations of life, our powwows, is normally we'd have someone highly respected, usually an elderly person, come up and bless our gatherings, bless each and every person there with what we call an invocation, an opening prayer. So I guess today I'll just take care of that. I'll keep that short and sweet. But so if you could just still remain standing for us as we start things off in a good way. Oh, bonjour, Janado, Somas Nokmas. Just like to give thanks that we're all here together today in this virtual way, that we're still able to do things safely in a safe manner, to practice these beautiful traditions that have been passed down to us, that you've been so gracious to gift to our people. I'd also like for you to bless these singers, these drums, for the songs that they carry, and all the dancers here joining us today. That you, it's been a long time since we've got to gather and dance, and just help them, give them that strength. As we all know, they're dancing for those ones that can't dance anymore, wish they could. And we all know there's been a lot of changes, a lot of things happening with our people. A lot of attention has been brought to our what's been going on out in BC, and us as Indigenous people. It's something we've known about for a long time, so it validates what we've known all along. And I just ask that you keep all those ones going through hard time, keep them close to you, comfort them, and let them know that you'll always be with them. So again, I'd just like to say Chimigach, Jimnado, Creator God, for all these gifts that we get to showcase here today, for all these people wanting to learn a little more. Aho Miigwech. All right, I'm gonna kick things on over here to my brother Nimkeens Plain. He's the graduation coordinator there over at WDSS, and he's the man responsible for putting all of this together, and I commend him for that. He really wanted to make sure that the students and the Lambton Kent District School Board community still had something to look forward to when it came to our tradition. So I'll pass things on over to Nimkeens Plain to welcome you all.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to say thank you so much for everybody tuning in. And I just want to apologize for the technical difficulties, but these are the times that we live in. And, unfortunately, things happen. I just want to say thank you to Meek Snake for being our MC. I want to thank all the dancers for being here. And I want to thank all the guests as well. I'm really looking forward to, all of this in the next, trying to squeeze it in here in the next hour and a half. And I hope you guys all enjoy it. And I hope that, you take something from this. This is, it's more than just, an educational piece. This is something that we love to do. And this is something that we haven't been able to do for about a year and a half now. So, for a lot of us, this is something, we basically do from, I would say, March up until probably November. So, this is something that we all really enjoy. And I hope that you guys enjoy it, right, along with us. So hopefully we can get through this and get to possibly a question and answer period at the end. So I'll turn it back over to the MC, Mr. Meek Snake, and we'll get rolling with our program here. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy.
All right, Miigwech Nim. So we're going to get rolling here right away with our festivities, our celebrations here this afternoon. And we're going to kick it back on over to Black River. Again, the Black River Singers, I did talk a little bit about them. They've it's actually a new drum name that they started using.
We lost your audio there.
Okay, am I back now?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so the Black River Singers, they've undergone a name change just recently. One of the singers there, Mr. Nolan Cottrell, his family, there's a little area in Port Huron, Michigan, and Black River runs through there, and his family used to own quite a bit of land along there. So he just wanted to honor and respect his family and from where they came from. Now they reside on this side of the border. But so yeah, I commend Nolan for wanting to respect his ancestors on where they came from. And Black River Singers, there's maybe I think just 4 of them here today. There's usually a few more, but they all traveled here together in one car, and they all lived together in a little one bedroom house in Back Settlement, Walpole Island, and they all share one queen size bed. So we're going to take things on over to the Black River Singers and give us our welcoming song. This is an intertribal song. It's international, interdenominational. You don't have to be Indigenous to enjoy these songs. You come right out and enjoy them and dance the way that makes you feel good. So take it on over to Black River. Take it away, gentlemen. Intertribal, the dancers, dance your style. Yeehaw! All right, thank you, Black River, for that good song. Thank you, dancers, for helping us out. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see all these different dance styles here. You'll notice that they're all a little bit different, and we're going to showcase them for you here this afternoon. And the first one's up that I'd like to call up and get ready is our women's traditional dancers. We have a couple different styles of women's traditional dancers. We have with us this afternoon, Mrs. Caitlin Douglas, also known as Katie. Katie's from Six Nations, and she's a Mohawk, and she's of the Turtle Clan. She's a new mommy. Her and her partner Kyle, he's one of our singers here, singing with Old Style. They got a beautiful, handsome young boy that's come into their lives, and they're really, really awesome, proud parents. And Caitlin, she's studied over at Western over there in London, King's University College, and she actually graduated with her Bachelor Honors in Social Work. So I'd like to commend her on that. Our education is very important, so you can be an awesome powwow dancer and at the same time get that education. And she's currently dancing traditional, but Caitlin, I've watched her grow up, and she knows how to dance it all. She's one awesome fancy dancer. She dances jingle, and she's really good at all she does. Each piece of her outfit was created someone that's really close to her family, and that's something that we always try to do. We like, if our family members are good at something, we'll utilize them and get them to make pieces of our outfits. And she cherishes everything that's on her outfit that she's very fortunate to wear. And Caitlin, as I talked about a little bit earlier, when I was giving my invocation, she always makes sure that she remembers that she's not just dancing for herself, she's dancing for those ones that are unable to. And our other traditional dancer, we have Miss Jade Sony. And Jade, she's a young lady. She's the actual current title holder of Miss Bekedronong. And she used to be a fancy dancer, but not too long ago, she switched her style up. She's now dancing the woodland scrub traditional. She's seen that dance. She really admired it, and she decided to make the switch back when she was about 15. And her regalia, it's very simple and very simple. She's got a Potawatomi design on her skirt, and her skirt depicts the otter tails on it as well. So I'd like to welcome them both here. And so just take a look. You'll see the difference between that scrub style dance and that women's traditional style dance. And I believe we're going to go, first of all, we're going to go over to old style. It's going to give them a straight song, and then we'll give them a quick little breather, and they can give them a round dance after that. Sound good, Sheldon? All right, got the thumbs up, and you can see Katie. She's right back there behind the drum. And take it away, gentlemen. Two times through on both songs. So straight song followed by round dance. You can give them a little breather after the straight song. Beautiful, beautiful song, old style, beautiful dancing ladies. We'll give you a quick little minute. Normally at a powwow, you'll see what we'll call our pit crews. Usually the husbands or boyfriends or someone that wants to be their boyfriend will run these ladies out some water real quick before they dance to that second song. And if you notice, they're all the pieces on their outfits, on their regalia, they all hold a special purpose. You'll see many women's traditional dancers, everything that they would need to take care of their families, to take care of themselves, they carry on their outfits. You'll see some of them, they'll carry those shawls that could be used, you know, as a blanket, could take care of baby, swaddle baby up. They'll have those fans, you know, it could help them out with, give them some shade, help cool them down on those hot days. A lot of them that carry those knives on the back, as our women would, they'd always assist after a hunt and cleaning the animals and whatnot. And you'll notice a lot of our women traditional dancers also, you'll see Jade's wearing one of those back feathers, those tall feathers. What was explained to me a while ago about that is that kind of symbolizes that special ability that women have. If you might have heard it explained to you, or you know, a woman's intuition, mother knows best. Well, it's all very, very true. Women have that special ability, almost like a sixth sense, that they can they feel things, and it's that feather kind of represents that extension of that central nervous system, that they have that much more than us men. So everything on their regalia there, it symbolizes something or other. So we're going to go back on over to old style. That was our women's traditional straight style of dance. And at this time, we're going to give them a round dance, and you'll be able to see the difference between the two. So give them that change up, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause from home there. Beautiful, beautiful dancing ladies. Geez, it kind of looks hot over there, Jade. Is it hot on the island? It's hot up here in Peterborough. Yeah. So go and chug some water, get in some shade. Try beat the heat as best as you can. We're going to ask Black River to get themselves ready. Black River, and we're going to get, who do we got up here? We got our men's traditional dancers. And we're going to get Wasquabish to get ready. Wasquabish Jonathan. And we got a fine young man here, Wasquabish Jonathan. He's a Mohawk from Wikwemikong and to the Six Nations communities. He's going to be 13 this coming Saturday. So Wasquabish, I want to wish you an early happy 13th birthday. And he's a men's traditional dancer. And this young guy, he's been dancing ever since he could walk. And a lot of our children, I know I could say the same for my children, they started dancing literally as soon as they could walk. We would get them out there. And he loves to travel, to powwows and make new friends, as we all do when we do our traveling throughout the year, going to different celebrations. It sounds cliche, but it, see old friends, make new friends, but that's exactly what we do, and we keep those ties really close. We make those hokon, we make relatives with other people that we become close with over the years, and we have special ceremonies. We have our hokon ceremonies where we'll take on new relatives and adopt them as our own. So yeah, so Wasquabish, he's gonna showcase our men's traditional dance. He's our men's traditional dance. I guess best way to describe it is almost like if you were to go watch interpretive dance in a more contemporary sense. Our men's traditional dancers, they'll dance and they'll display, could be times of warfare and battle, or they could be displaying a recent hunt that they've been on. It could be, like tracking an animal or tracking the enemy. So that's kind of the best way to describe this men's traditional dance. And every single piece that our men's traditional dancers wear, again, as I was explaining with the women's traditional dancers, it all serves a purpose. Each and everything that you'll see our dancers wear today, there's a purpose to all of that and good stories behind them. So Wasquabish, are you ready, young man? He's ready. Black River, are you ready? Give us that appropriate men's traditional song, please. Black River, your mic is muted. We're gonna need you to unmute your mic.
Go for it.
Oh, I guess they're still kind of going over their repertoire. Are you guys good? We got no sound, Black River. Maybe have to go back to the phone again.
Hear that?
Okay, yeah, we got you now. All right, gentlemen, let's get him rocking. He's a young man, he can handle it. Give it to him, gentlemen. Good song, good dancing, Wasquabish, good dancing. And that was, again, our straight songs. That's what you'll be seeing here for the rest of the afternoon that we're together. We're going to give all these dancers that straight style beat. That's that basic 1-2 step that you'll see. And then we'll also give them what we call a change up song or a secondary song. And one of the main secondary songs that our men's traditional dancers dance to is the sneak up. And the sneak up, it's pretty self-explanatory dance. You'll see there's almost like a rumbling beat at the beginning of this song. And those men's traditional dancers, they'll get low to the ground, and they'll be what they're doing at that time is they're tracking. They're getting low to the ground. They're kind of sneaking up on, could be the enemy, could be an animal that they're going to hunt. But they'll be getting close to the ground as to not be seen. And then that beat will change. And that's when they'll be going in to charge that enemy, or it could be going in to retrieve a fallen comrade. And so this is what you call the sneak up. And Wasquabish is a real fine dancer, and you'll be able to see the difference once again between our straight songs and our change up song once again. So Black River, make sure your mic is on, and I'll take it back on over to you, gentlemen, for a sneak up song, please.
The converse will start doing a straight beat.
All right, don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. I got a full house here behind me. They like what they see. So once again, yes, thank you. Wasquabish, that was our men's traditional dancer, and another fine song by Black River Singers. Actually, that was the first sneak up song I ever learned. Actually, I might even have the tape upstairs in my attic somewhere. My dad recorded me actually when I was just a young boy. I think I was maybe about 3 or 4 years old, and I wouldn't sing in front of my dad, but I'd pull out his drum up in my bedroom and I'd sing up there by myself. But yeah, way back, probably around 1984, 85, my dad's got a recording of me singing that song right there. And it's pretty cute. Got this real high-pitched, squeaky Alvin and Chipmunk voice on me. But so yeah, so it's really cool to hear that song sung. We're gonna get the lovely Jasmine Phillips. We're gonna get her to get ready. Jasmine's our woman's jingle dress dancer. And just a brief history of woman's jingle dress. There's a few different stories, but they're all very similar. They all have that common theme, and it's actually roughly not too long ago, about 100 years ago, they say, is kind of around when this dance came to be. Oddly enough, it was kind of around the time of our last pandemic, around the time of the Spanish flu, right around the closing or the end of World War I. They say that this man, he kept having the same dream over and over and over again. And in that dream, he kept seeing these same women dancing. And there was always 4 of them, and they all wore different colored dresses. You know, there was a red and a green and a blue and a yellow dress. So he was describing that dream to his wife, and you know, she was kind of telling him, you know, that's a really special dream. There was a lot of sickness going on. Again, I said this was around the time of the Spanish flu, and their girl too was really ill. So she told her husband, she said, you know, that sounds really special. I'm going to get some of the women in the community to help me out. The husband described those dresses to them, and that there was things hanging off of there, and even kind of showed her like how they were dancing in his dream. So the wife found some other women in the community, and they made those dresses. And after those dresses were made, they had their big drum, their dance drum ceremonies going on in the community. And that little girl that was sick was there too, but she was so sick, she wanted to be there to hear the drum, to hear the singing, but all she could do was lay down. And the man described his dream and described those dresses and talked about how they were going to dance. So the drum that was there at the ceremony started singing those songs, and the women were dancing, and that sound kind of caught the attention of that girl that was just laying down real sick. And next thing you know, her head was kind of up, And then they kept singing those songs. The ladies kept dancing. A little while later, she was up and she was sitting up watching it. And then by nighttime, she was actually up and she was out there dancing with those ladies. And the style Jasmine dances here is that old style jingle. And it's much just like how that man seen in his dream. You'll see that she just dances straight. She never dances backwards. She never does spins. And those ladies that wear those dresses, they're always to be real ladylike all the time while wearing those dresses. So that's kind of why over the years that dress took on that name is also a healing dress. And you'll hear people say that all those combs, those jingles on there kind of represent that rain falling as rain, when it comes, it washes everything away. And, that can include sickness as well. So we're going to take things on over to Old Style, and they're going to give us a straight song first. And I give you Jasmine Phillips, and I'll tell you a little bit about Jasmine in between these songs here. Take it away. Thank you, Old Style. Thank you, Jasmine. So a little bit about Jasmine. Jasmine, she comes from the Oneida Nation, the Oneida Nation of the Thames here in Ontario. We also have Oneida, New York, and Oneida, Wisconsin. Well, she comes from the Ontario faction there of the Oneidas, and she dances jingle. She's dancing that old style jingle. Her passion for dancing started at a really young age. She used to watch her mom dance. Her mom, Connie, she's actually probably one of my favorite, probably my favorite jingle dress dancer to watch. When watching her mom dance, she like floated when she danced. She's an awesome jingle dress dancer. So Jasmine looked up to her and wanted to dance that same style as her mother. It's something she's always enjoyed doing. And her grandmother, the beautiful Donna, Donna makes all of her dresses, her grandma, and Jasmine does her own beadwork. And as I was saying, Jasmine liked to just mention that it is a healing dress, and I talked a little bit about that. And over the years, that jingle dress, it kind of evolved into a more contemporary style. Nowadays, you'll see it's really flashy. You'll see some dancers, some of them will dance backwards, and you'll see the odd one do a spin here and there. But Jasmine kind of keeps it old style and just dances that real beautiful straight style. And so yeah, that's a little bit about Jasmine. I'd also just like to talk too about Jasmine and her family. I mentioned her mother there and her grandma. When I was a young guy around Ontario, Ontario and the Great Lakes area wasn't, the Powells were a little bit smaller when I was a kid. And Jasmine's family was one of the families that I remember that were Powelling way back then that are still around today. And I used to see them cruise around, and Jasmine's grandmother, Donna, she used to have this blue station wagon. A whole bunch of them would pile in there. I couldn't believe how many people would fit in that blue station wagon. But So it always makes me feel really good anytime I see Jasmine and her family, because it brings back memories from when I was a kid. And I always make sure to go over and give Grandma Donna a big hug. That's one of my favorite things to do anytime we get to actually have powwows again. I can't wait to go see Grandma Donna and give her a big old hug. So we're going to take it on back on over to old styles. They're going to give us a sidestep. This particular dance, it's only the, I guess that's the change up song our women's jingle dress dancers dance to. And a long time ago, the side steps, they'd only be done at nighttime. And as things have changed and evolved, they've, of course, you'll see them more in the daytime now, but yeah, originally they'd only be done at nighttime. So we'll kick it on over to old style, give us a side step 2 times through, and lightning, get ready. All right. Good song, old style. Good song. Yes, well, we got a couple minutes here while Lightning's getting ready. Just like to I guess I'll introduce the fellas sitting around the drum over there, old style. I told you Sheldon Primo's one of the founding members. Sheldon represents the Navajo Nation. Is that right, Sheldon? Yeah, that's right. And so we'll go around the horn here, sitting to on Sheldon's left, which would be our right. That's Mr. Kyle Big Canoe. Hails from Georgina Island, but he's living over there in Six Nations with his beautiful family. Kyle's an Ojibwe Mohawk. And then fancy dancer there, we have Mr. Ascension Harjo. Ascension's also a world-renowned hoop dancer. That young man, he's traveled all over the place, overseas, been to France, Germany, doing shows, showcasing his style all over the place. Also a lead singer to a real awesome drum group, probably one of the best up-and-coming drum groups around the Great Lakes area. And so welcome, Ascension. And Ascension is that's Mohawk, Seminole, Kickapoo. Am I getting that right? Yeah. And then his father is sitting right across from him. That's Mr. Adrian Harjo. Adrian's actually a really, really fine MC. He's Seminole Kickapoo. Actually, I've learned a lot from MCing just from listening to him over the years. He's very informative, very funny. He's actually very, very talented in all things music, not just powwow singing, but he's actually very, very well known for his R&B and hip hop beats. So he's a pretty good guy to know for anyone that wants to get into music. He's not stingy with his knowledge either. He's always willing to share. And then we got the General, Mr. Brian General over here. Brian, Mohawk Cayuga, am I getting that right? Mohawk Cayuga? Onondaga? Seneca? All right, got it. Geez, I don't know why I didn't know that. Kind of got that Seneca flair to you too. And Brian, he's actually a member of the Red Rum Motorcycle Club. And I'd just like to give a shout out to them too, as they do a lot to help out our First Nations community, fundraisers, all things like that, always giving back to the community. So yeah, that's our old style singing group. Real fine singers sitting around that drum, and some fellas you can learn a lot from. So we're gonna kick things back on over to the Black River Singers. So if we can pan on over to Black River. And Black River, I did mention they're from the Bukidnon, Wapo Island and Amjanong Sarnia Reserve area. And they're all Ojibwe Potawatomis. And they have our chicken dancer. Our chicken dancer's there with them right now. Just a short, brief history on the chicken dance. It's a sacred dance that kind of came to our people of the prairies. They'll say came to the Blackfoot Nation. And I guess one of the stories go that was told to me is a hunter was out real hungry. His family was hungry. And while he was out, he kind of heard a rumbling coming from over the hill. He went up over the hill and he seen a whole bunch of those prairie chickens dancing. And that he seen that, and man, his stomach was grumbling. So he had to shoot and kill one of those prairie chickens, brought it home to his family, and they ate, and finally, their stomachs were full. So he went to sleep that night with a good full belly, but was awoken in his sleep. While he was sleeping, the spirit of that prairie chicken that he killed came and seen him, and asked him, said, "Why'd you kill me?" And the hunter told him, "Well, I was hungry. My family was hungry, so I had to do it." And that prairie chicken was, he was satisfied with that response. He was like, "Okay, well, I'll make a deal. That's okay. That's okay with me. But you got to learn this from me." So that prairie chicken, that spirit of that prairie chicken, taught him that dance and those songs, and told him, "You have to take that and teach the people that, and you guys have to do that dance every spring. And as long as you do that, then I'll leave you alone. I won't come back and take your life." So that was the birth of the prairie chicken, and that's what Lightning's going to be dancing here. And a lot of times you'll see at powwows, sometimes the chicken dancers, if they don't have their own separate category, sometimes they'll dance with the men's traditional, or they'll dance with the grass dancers. Lightning's also a grass dancer. And our grass dance that can, it has its origins in our old Heduska societies of the Omahas and Punkas. And I talked a little bit about how we did our war dances back then. And with our old war dances, those officers, there was usually 4 officers that would wear those old crow feather belts. And they'd say those crow feathers kind of represented those crows that would fly over the battlefields to kind of scavenge and feast on our dead and wounded. So that's why those officers would wear those crow feather belts. What they also used to do back then too is they would collect scalps and hang them from their belts. And also another story I heard too would be they would take that long grass anytime that they'd be going out on a war party or out on a hunt. They would take that dry grass and hang that off those belts. And reasons why they do that is just in case they'd encounter wet weather, precipitation, rain, or it'd be too cold and they wouldn't be able to find any dry tinder. They'd always have that grass hanging off their belt so they could use it as tinder to be able to start fires. And then over the years, as things kind of evolved and changed and got a little bit more contemporary, in place of those scalps and in that long grass hanging off, you'd see those grass dancers, they start, using yarn, and nowadays you'd see a lot of ribbon work. So that's just a little brief history of the origins of that grass dance and of the chicken dance. So we're going to take things over to Black River on the shores of the St. Clair River. Straight chicken dance song, gentlemen. And then we'll change it up after that. Put your hands together for Barry White Lightning Clark. We call him Barry White Lightning Clark because you ever talk to that guy? He's got that smooth, sultry, sexy sound of Barry White, especially when he sings that Southern style. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Lightning? So yeah, just a little bit of about Lightning. Lightning, he lives in Aamjiwnaang First Nations, but he's actually originally from Oklahoma, and he's representing the Choctaw and Seminole tribes. And as I was saying, that style of dance that he's dancing, that chicken dance, comes from our Blackfoot relatives out there in Alberta, northern Montana area. And Lightning just wanted to just mention that many of the dances you see have meaning and sometimes represent various animals, like I was talking about that prairie chicken. And so yeah, that's a little bit about Lightning. Lightning's also a singer, and I believe he used to work somewhere in the education fields, but yeah, he assists students over there at Lambton College. So does a lot of good work, that Lightning. And so we're gonna give him a second song. Hopefully you're in shape, Light, and give it to him, boys. He's still a young man, he can handle it. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll give you our change up chicken dance song here for Mr. Barry White Lightning Clark. Check your mic, boys, check your mic. Good song, gentlemen. Good dancing, Lightning. Go ahead, go put on some more deodorant. Put that baby powder on there, Lightning. I know it's hot over there. And yeah, they're right on the shores of the St. Clair River. So hopefully there's a bit of a breeze over there. And it looks like they're right beside Pub's Rolling Lunch. Next door there is some of the best burgers and best French fries you can get along the St. Clair River. So if you're ever in the Sarnia area, stop by over at Pub's Lunch Pad, right there on St. Clair Parkway. All right, we're gonna get Nikki Shawn to get herself ready here, and I'll just talk about Nikki real quick here while she's getting ready, and Old Style's getting appropriate songs ready. Nikki Shawn is a Anishinaabe, and she's Eagle Clan, and she comes from the Wikwemekong area, Wikwemekong Unceded Indian Reserve up there in Manitoulin Island, but she's now residing with her family, her husband, over there in Waterford, Ontario. And Nikki's been dancing at Powell's ever since she was just a young girl, and has traveled all over the place to many communities to sing and to dance. She dances Fancy Shaw, and she's also a hoop dancer. And I believe she'll be showcasing that hoop dance for us a little bit later. And Nikki, she enjoys teaching and making traditional crafts also. I'd just also like to add too, she's actually a a very, very well-known singer. She's a backup singer, backup sings for Crazy Spirit, but she's also does her own solo thing too, and an awesome, awesome song composer. Her songs are well known all across Indian country, and she's a champion of many, many different hand drum contests and whatnot. So I just like to put that out there, and she inspires a lot of our younger females to want to be singers as well. So Old Style, whenever you're ready, we'll give Nikki a song 2 times through, straight song, then we'll give her a quick little water break. Take it away, boys, take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, what'd you think of that? What'd you think of that? Beautiful, wonderful, colorful, good song, gentlemen. So as you could see, the woman's fancy dance, it's a lot of fancy footwork, a lot of spinning. The way I kind of like to describe it to our non-Indigenous friends and relatives is, I guess you could kind of consider this our Indian rendition of Footloose. If you've ever watched a movie with Kevin Bacon. So that's kind of the way I like to describe it. You got to see our women's traditional dancers a little bit earlier in the style they danced. They danced very conservatively and close to the ground. So that, there was a time when that's how all of our women danced. And a lot of the young ladies, they got to see some of the men, and the men were dancing to some of those faster style war dance songs. So, the women were like, what the heck, we want to do that too. So as I was talking about how a lot of those women's traditional dancers, they carry those shawls on their arms. Well, the women's fancy dancers, the women's traditional dancers, some of them, they take that shawl and they throw it around their shoulders, as you see Nikki right there. And they start challenging those singing groups, the singers, to come on, we can do that too. We can dance to those fast songs. And they start challenging the drum to give them those. See, there we go, right there. See, boys. So and that's kind of how it came to be. That's the best way I can describe it to you, is our Indian version of Footloose. So if Nikki's ready, and Old Style, if you're ready, we're gonna give her a change up song. So I believe we're gonna give her a singer's choice. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Hey!
right, ladies and gentlemen at home, go ahead. That was awesome. Give her a round of applause. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you very, very much, singers. Beautiful dancing, beautiful singing. All right, we're going to get Cyrus Sinopol to get himself ready. And Cyrus, he's also from the Amjadong First Nation. Over there, he's the son of the very handsome and talented Dallas Sinopol. Don't you know he's on council also? But anyways, yeah, so Cyrus, comes to us from Amjadong First Nation. Let's see, he's lived there pretty much his whole life. He's got to watch his family grow as a pack, going to powwows. His dad's a well-accomplished singer, really good dancer. And Cyrus, he feels very fortunate to express himself through dance as an Anishinaabe Nene, to honor his ancestors. And it's an amazing feeling. He loves the feeling he gets from being able to continue on what his father taught him. He's currently finishing up this year. He's graduating high school, going on to bigger and better things. He's graduating from Great Lakes Secondary School. I'm also an alumni of Great Lakes Secondary School, although it was called St. Clair High School when I went there. And he's all his hard work has been, it's paying off and set him up with an opportunity as he's been accepted into the Police Foundations program over there at Lambton College. So congratulations, Cyrus. We need as many First Nations people in that field as possible. So yeah, I'd like to congratulate him on that. And moving on, Cyrus just wants everyone to know that he dances for his own reasons. When he's out there in the arena, it feels like it's just him out there and nothing else matters. But he still also dances for those ones that can't dance anymore, as has been the common theme here that I've been talking about. So that's just a little bit about Cyrus. And who we got singing for Cyrus? We got Black River, drum number 37, Black River. Get those songs ready. So you'll notice the style of dance, it's a lot faster from that men's traditional style that you've seen a little bit earlier. And you'll see that Cyrus is wearing those 2 bustles, not just one. So Black River, whenever you're ready, crank that sound up and give it to him.
We just do that.
Lightning fast, lightning fast.
Probably cut it.
He can handle it. I'd also like to mention too, while they're getting ready, Cyrus is a really awesome athlete, hockey and lacrosse. So I know he makes the community of Amjadong very proud with all of his accomplishments, as he's even represented in international competition. So that's awesome, Cyrus. You're an outstanding role model for all the younger ones there in Amjadong. All right, Black River. Fancy feather song, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give these young men a round of applause. I'd also just like to thank Mr. Ascension Hardro. Ascension's dancing over there. I appreciate the singers for kind of clearing way, so our audience here has a better view of Ascension. As Ascension, he's also very well accomplished. I was mentioning earlier how Ascension has been invited to share his style of dance overseas. has done that European tour, and liked him so much that he's been invited back multiple times. He's a champion dancer, not just in the Great Lakes area, but Ascension also travels out to some of our bigger gatherings and cleans up everywhere he goes, whether it be regular committee contests or different specials. He's always being honored for his remarkable dance style, his fancy feather style. It's comes to us from the Punka Nation down there, Oklahoma. They say it kind of came around maybe around the time of the Roaring 20s. You know, you think about the flapper girls and speakeasies and fast jazz type music. Well, around that same time, we were going through changes also as First Nations people, and our war dancers, they started again going back, challenging those singers to give them faster songs. So yeah, around the Roaring 20s, around the mid to late 1920s is when this style came to be. And was first introduced, I believe, around, I think, White Eagle, Oklahoma, I'm pretty sure was the area that it came from, and it comes from the Punka Nation. You can also still to this day go down there and witness the World Championship of Fancy Dance down there, and that's hosted by the Punka Nation. So we're going to take it on back over to Black River, and they're going to give these guys a change up. I believe they're going to give them a ruffle. So go ahead, gentlemen, whenever you're ready.
I'm scared, rumble it too.
Tear it up, boys, tear it up. Ladies and gentlemen, give them that appreciation, give them a round of applause. Those are our heavyweights of our dance category. Those are the ones that people love to come and see. Every single weekend, the crowd always goes wild. They drive me wild. Almost made me want to rip off my shirt and throw it right through the screen. All right. Okay, at this time, we're going to kick it on over to Old Style. And this is a chance for our dancers, the ones that have been sitting for a little while, to get up and stretch out a little bit. And if you want, you viewers at home, if you want to get up and dance in your living room or in the classroom, wherever you may be. Like I said, this is an intertribal, international, interdenominational dance that's welcome for each and every one of our viewers and everyone joining us here today. So we're going to kick it on over to Old Style for that song, Intertribal. And then we'll get our hand drum singers to get ready. We'll start on over with our Black River after this for some hand drum songs. Take it away, Old Style. gentlemen, give these singers and our dancers and give yourselves a round of applause if you've been at home and the spirit is moving you and you're getting out of your seat and joining with us here today. As that's what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to bring the powwow home to you in your living room or wherever you may be. Again, we really wish that we'd be able to gather in person, and hopefully sometime soon things will get back to the way it was. I know I'm really looking forward to it. I know all of us here joining us today, we're all really looking forward to it, as it's been a very trying times. I know that mental health has been a big issue for a lot of people, and this way of life, this celebration of life, these traditions that we're practicing here today, that's a way of us to release emotions that we might be holding, to help us through our trials and tribulations. And that's what these intertribals are also for. Also, is for you to be able to get up and express yourself through song and dance, and release some of those heavy emotions that we might be feeling. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there a little bit, that I would like to validate that. I'd like to validate that it's been a tough time for everyone, but things are slowly getting there. I know all of our relatives on the other side of the border, they've been starting to hold their gatherings again. And if you ever want to, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here today, there's always live links for, I know there's pretty much been a powwow every single weekend that me and my family have been able to join on and watch, and that helps a little bit. But things like this, it helps out a lot. I know those singers probably feel really good being able to sit around that drum again. And as you can see, they're practicing those safety standards that we've been having to for the past year and a half. And it's not, I'd like to commend them. Old style there, they're all wearing their masks, and they, it's hard. I know I've been to a couple drum practices, and I tried doing it, and it's really hard singing with those masks on, especially if you forgot to brush your teeth that morning. That really sucks. So anyways, we're going to take things on over to Black River, and then come back over to Old Style too. We're going to share with you some hand drum songs. And our hand drums they're smaller drums, very self-explanatory. They're held with your hand, and we use them in our round dances. And our round dances of something much like powwow kind of started in one area and eventually made its way across all of Turtle Island and are celebrated in the evening times, usually through the winter months. And just a brief little backstory of the round dance. It said this young woman, she lived her whole life. She loved her mother so much. She never married. She never had children. She lived with her mom. She loved her so much. She lived with her for her mother's whole life until her mother, eventually got old and went on to that better place, to the spirit world. But that young woman, the daughter, she had a really, really hard time with that. She missed her mother immensely, and just couldn't get over her grief until one day she was walking out in the prairies, and as she was walking, she came over the hill, the tall prairie grass, and she seen a woman there, and she got closer and closer, and she seen her mother, although she wasn't able to touch her mother, and she noticed her mother wasn't touching the ground. But her mother explained to her that it's time for you to let me go. You got to let go of that grief. I'm okay now. I'm in a good place. The mother was explaining to her, and then also gave her some instructions on how to help her out with that. And she gave her those instructions of that round dance ceremony as a way of our people. We have a lot of different ceremonies we call wiping of the tears, as a way to get over our grief of our past loved ones. So she described that to her and taught her what she was supposed to go back to the people and teach them and in the songs and how they were supposed to do it. And so she described to her the round dance that you see today. And during those round dances, you'll see everyone joining hands and making that big circle. And when that circle's fully complete and everyone's joining hands and dancing to those songs, they say that those ancestors that have passed on, they're there dancing with dancing with everyone. So it's a way for us to be with our relatives that are in that spirit world. And then at the end of the dance, the end of the night of the round dance, they'll sing those closing songs, and then that circle is broken and everyone will dance their different ways. But that's almost like a way to wipe away those tears and to let go of that grief. And that's just a brief history of our round dances. So we're gonna head on over to the Black River Singers, and they're gonna give us, I guess, a couple, maybe one or two round dance songs, and then Old Style will do the same for us. And it's very, very beautiful songs. Bring tears to the eyes of a savage, if you will. Just kidding. But no. And a lot of them, you'll hear a lot of those songs that they may be dedicated to those ancestors that have passed away. And some of them too are also sung with almost like love songs too. Those singers kind of want to show off a little bit, and the whole community is kind of around watching the singers. So it's kind of a way to make those songs, and they're very, very, very beautiful songs. So I'd like to take it on over to Black River. Gentlemen, if you could share us some round dance music. Black River, are you there, gentlemen?
Yep.
All righty. Okay, here we go. Node and Barry White and the Shipman Brothers. Melt our hearts, gentlemen, melt our hearts. Make me cry. got Black River, Black River. Oh, gentlemen, you made me cry. I could feel the tears running down my leg. All right, we're going to take it on over to Old Style. Old Style's going to keep it rolling, keep us round dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to dance around in circles, do some donuts in your living room, by all means. Right ahead, Old Style. Keep us going 4 times through, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, what'd you think of that? What'd you think of that? Some of the finest singing you'll hear this side of the Mississippi. Again, we're so very lucky to have these fine singers over here helping us out this afternoon. And again, I just want to commend each and every one of them, making some time in their day here today. Some of them might have had to take some time off of work, and a couple of these young guys had to take some time away from their virtual learning. But everyone wanted to come here today. Again, NIM put together some of the finest singers and dancers in the area. So very awesome. At this time, we're going to take things on over to our hoop dancer. Our hoop dancer, we have with us Nikki Shauna. Nikki Shauna, the stage will be yours. So I'll just take it on over to Nikki, and our hoop dance is something that has different origins. You'll see a lot of the movements and things that she'll do with her hoop kind of pays her respect to all creation around her. So you'll, as you can see, how many hoops she's using, I'm not too sure today, but you'll see some people use anywhere from 5 all the way up to upwards of maybe even 40, 50 hoops. And I know Ascension's also a really world-renowned hoop dancer also. But so we're gonna kick it on over to Nikki. Nikki, you wanna help us out here? And who we got singing for you? I think we got Black River. Yep, Black River Singers, give us that hoop dance song, please.
How many times does she want?
How many push-ups you want there, Nick?
Well, I guess 4 to 6.
Okay. Which
You want-
one?
you want-
4 or 6?
46.
About
What do
6.
You want
Okay,
46?
6.
Let-
6
let-
should be good.
let's
Can
go.
anybody have a phone?
Yeah, we'll do 6 then.
Okay, yep. All right, we're gonna go 6 times through. Nikki's gonna put on a great show here for you. And keep your eyes open, viewers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you'll be able to pick out some of the things that she'll be doing during this demonstration.
Her camera just went off. There. There it is.
Nikki, you might want to adjust your camera. Oh,
You
there
got
we
it.
go. Okay.
Southern.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Nikki Shauna a big round of applause. Huge round of applause. Beautiful, beautiful demonstration. I know it's hot. And you got to go get cooled off now. Thank you, dancers. Thank you. We're getting close to, getting fairly close to the close of our celebration here this afternoon. Normally what we'd be doing at this time, if we were having our actual powwow, is we would be taking out our Eagle staff and our flags at this time. Although we don't have them here today, we are gonna close things off with another flag song, looking at my agenda here, and that's what we have going on. So Sheldon, Kyle, Adrian, Brian, Ascension, if you guys just wanna get ready for and sing us one more national anthem as we close things off for the day. And then we'll have a few closing remarks from Nim, and then we'll end things off. So again, oh, there's Carter. Hi, Carter. Hi, Carter. Aw. What a handsome young guy. No, not you, Adrian. I'm talking to Carter. All right. Okay. So, gentlemen, whenever you're ready, and ladies and gentlemen at home, if you could, out of respect for our nation's national anthems, if you could please rise. Thank you. Thank you very much, Old Style, for that beautiful, beautiful flag song. And Jade, you might want to tell your shirtless friend there if he's gonna jump on the video. Maybe comb your hair first. Just kidding, just kidding. All right. So again, thank you, everyone. You may be seated as we prepare to close things out here. I just want to mention, I've been kind of looking at myself in this video. I'm not sickly. I don't got jaundice or anything like that. I got a lamp beside me with a yellow light bulb and a yellow lampshade. So don't worry, my health is all good. I'm not sick. I just look yellow because of the lampshade. But anyways, yeah. So I'd like to thank again these fine singing groups for being with us this afternoon. And again, I just want to mention, I don't think our singing groups a lot of times get the respect they deserve. They're the first ones that need to be there, set up all weekend. They don't get to leave. They don't get to get excused and go change and put on their and go sit in the air conditioning. So our singing groups, they're there all weekend, and they have to be on their toes and on the ball anytime they're called upon and render those appropriate songs. So I just want to say thank you again, gentlemen, for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And just want to say thank you, Jasmine, Cyrus, Nikki, Jade, Lightning, Wasquabish, Katie, all you. Just thank you so much. We couldn't have asked for a finer group here. Ascension. Just thank yous all. We couldn't have had a finer group of dancers here to be able to showcase what we do normally each and every weekend when we're able to gather. So thank you very much. This time, I'd just like to pass it on over to my brother Nim so he could give us some closing remarks. And I'd just like to say thank you, Chimigwech, for having me and listening to me. Very happy I was able to help out and make some time here today. Well, thank you very much. Over to you, Nim.
All right. I just want to say Chimigwech to everyone who made this possible. The staff here at WDSS, also Gretchen, Zhaoen, Dallas. We had an amazing day with amazing people. I want to say Miigwech to Miig for all his knowledge and his expertise. And that's the reason I chose a lot of these people. They are very knowledgeable and they're very, they carry themselves well. And that's what it's all about when you're trying to, showcase our culture. And, they have respect for each other. They have respect for themselves, and they enjoy what they do. And it couldn't have worked out any better. I just want to say thank you to everyone who was able to come to the event, tune in. I want to say thank you to Rod, the tech gentleman, kind of getting us through what we needed to get through, the drums, and also all the dancers. You guys were great. And I just hope everybody enjoyed it. And it looks like school is almost out for the day. So I hope your afternoon was, you took something away from it and you can share with what you learned today. So I just want to say Chimigwech to everyone who attended, everyone who was involved. And thanks very much. And school's almost out, kids. So, enjoy the last couple weeks here and work hard and keep doing what you can to, get those grades and those credits. All righty. Thank you so much.
And with that closes our WDSS Lambton Kent District School Board virtual powwow. And again, fine job, everyone. Nim, Rod, Gretchen, everybody that was a part of this. My feelings, I think it went very, very well. And again, just like Nim said, I really hope you're able to take a little bit of something home with you, and that these songs and these dances filled your heart as much as it did mine this afternoon. So thank you very much, and I'll be signing off now. And take care, everybody. Hope to see us all real soon.